legacy, let's talk about a young fighter who may follow some legacy footsteps in the heavyweight division. I don't know if everyone got a chance to watch this undercard, but we're talking about Moses Itauma. I'm saying that Itauma. It's a Nigerian name, so bear with me, Nigerians. I'm not butchering it to be funny, but Moses Itauma is 19 years old at heavyweight, weighs about 250 pounds, stands at 6'3", defeated an actual veteran who has fought multiple heavyweight bouts, Dempsey McCain. Did you see this fight, fellas? Did you catch this undercard before the Fury Usyk?
I'll start this one, man. I'll start because but the thing that stands out to me the most is just heavy hands. Like it didn't look like he was super loading up, but it looked like he just sat down, stood, and delivered.
Right.
Go ahead, Cam.
No, man, it was just I didn't know he was 19. And just so then when you watch it, I'm like, this is a savvy 19-year-old. The school of boxing that he has come from, he's going to be something to deal with because it was a high IQ. In the little that we saw a whole lot. We saw speed, we saw a good jab, we saw agile footwork, we saw ability to work the ring. Like that's, and then you're talking about 6'3", 250 pounds. You putting these things together, like you create problems for anyone at the division. Like you give yourself a chance in any fight that you're in because of those attributes. I want to see more. That's I'm like, yeah, let's see more because his last few fights have all, nothing's gone past second round. For his brief career, like these are all fights ending early in incredible fashion. I'm really excited to see these do some more.
I know, and the crazy part is we were all 19, man. You're still growing. Like,
man,
you're not even reached your man body yet. Like,
man,
like we've seen athletes leaving the NBA, leaving the high school to the NBA, and we're like, let me use an example. Kevin Durant playing at Texas was 6'9", 6'8", and then he joined the league. One time he joined the league at 18 or whatever, and then next thing you know, they say he's 7 foot.
Right.
Giannis joined the Bucks at 6'8" from Greece, and he was 18. Next thing you know, he's a full 7-footer. So he's not hit his man frame yet. Just like S3. S3 hasn't hit his man frame yet. When he gets to like a 23, when he's fully developed, bone density, everything, you're gonna be a problem. If you're
he can still get taller.
Exactly.
Mess around, grow an inch or so, Southpaw. That's another thing.
Yeah, I'm looking at his Wikipedia right now. He's Southpaw.
Being a Southpaw.
81% knockout rate at 19. Just beating grown men, like knocking out. He's fought. He's how many fields he's fought? Let me.
He's got 11 total fights with 9 wins by knockout.
Yeah, 81%. That is ridiculous.
These guys are Slovakians.
The only person that did that, doing that, was Mike Tyson, the youngest ever champ at 21, right? 20, was he 20 or 21? 21 on some days, Mike. When he came out,
20.
It's 20 and some days to turn 21 back in the 80s. So bro, we talk about legacy, but if you're doing that right now, you're already 11 fights deep. And now you're on a big stage, and you did that in the first round with somebody that we know.
You're on the radar for sure.
Yeah, now we are watching.
And this is his third time fighting in Saudi Arabia on the Riyadh season, so he's on the radar. So you putting on good performance like that in front of Turkey, he's gonna put you on the card. So we're gonna see this man again.
So I've never experienced this type of timeline with a heavyweight besides Tyson. I've seen this with I've seen young fighters come and go, like Floyd Mayweather. We've seen it with we've seen this with my man. I'm forgetting his name right now, but he must have forgot. What's his name?
Roy Jones Jr. You did forget.
Yeah, we must have. We've seen it, and we saw that a lot of them. Floyd is an anomaly where they could fight to like they at a top elite level to like their 40s. A lot of the young fighters coming in, they kind of wear and tear quick, whether it's injury, whether it's it's just they peak too early, right? And then when they get to that 28, they're supposed to be their stage of like, okay, now you're that guy. It's not the same. We still remember the young fighter and the prospect it could be. I don't know. I've not seen this with the heavyweights, but I'll give you an example. I remember a young AB. He peaked too early. He was like 23 when he peaked, but we had seen him fight since he was like 19. Tank did great as a young fighter. We saw Tank coming in young. They handled him well. They picked his fights for him well. But what would that mean in a heavyweight? Do you need somebody to caretake and nurture you and not feed you to the wolves? Not do like what they did to Jared Anderson and just give you a pole on your like 12th fight? Like that's crazy,
man. What is obviously this guy has a different killer instinct than Big Baby. I'm looking at his Wikipedia. He only had 24 amateur fights.
Oh yeah, that's crazy,
man. The schooling he's a natural. So you're talking about someone that's had 35, 36 like bouts total, but he looks like he's had 150 just off of what we've seen so far. Like,
yeah,
incredible.
Yeah. I just hope they nurture him and protect him and not put him out there too quick, where you peak too early and you don't have that extended career into your 30s like most young fighters do. I mean, Anthony Joshua is a good example of how you treat a heavyweight. Eddie Hearns really did a good job with Anthony Joshua. I mean, some people say you're cherry picking, just picking your own fights and whatever, but bro, there are wolves out there that want to take a fight.
Absolutely.
And you don't want him to see a Zhang. You don't want to see any of those fighters that are trying to just cross over to the top 10 that have been people run away from. You just don't want him to at 19 to take on them fights. But hey, if he's built for it, he's built for it. He's a heavyweight, right?